Hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Today is Friday, November the 14th of the beautiful year 2025, and we are back with the 2025 PALDAS League tournament. This is our third and the last of the major events of the year, with 3 direct qualifying spots for the upcoming 2026 PALDAS Cup. Those spots are reserved for the Division 1 player who have been determined by the preliminary rounds. The other players play in the lower divisions. They play for glory, they play to prove what they can do. And today we have 2 matches for you. A Division 3 match between JURAVLJOV and MARTS, and a Division 2 match between ELIAS and ZOHASSADAR. So, and I really want to apologize for the intro. There was a mistake here. I don't know why it's not showing Division 2. Now it should, sorry for that. Division 2 between ELIAS and ZOHASSADAR. Yeah, so 2 matches for you today. Let's take a look at the standings so far. So, in Division 3, currently 2 players with 9 points after 4 matches played, myself and Saddle. Now I'm currently in the lead due to the direct encounter. I won this match for 3 points, and therefore, yeah, with the same number of points, I'm higher than Saddle. JURAVLJOV currently 4 matches, 6 points. MARTS has played only 2 matches, currently with 0 points. But from the 2 players, considering all the scenarios possible, so all the theoretical outcomes, MARTS is the one who can still theoretically win the division. Needs to win all 3 matches for 3 points. Will get 9. One of the match is match against myself, so I won't get any more points in this case. And MARTS would also need to hope that Saddle can't win his match against Dobre that scores 0 points. Then we have all 9 points after 3 matches, and direct encounters will be then in the favor that everyone won against everyone 1 match and lost 1 match for 3 points. So direct encounters will be 3 points for each player, and then the game difference will play a role. So for MARTS, it's important also to get some high wins. But yeah, still in contention. JURAVLJOV, despite being 3 points behind, can't overtake neither Saddle nor myself, as the Russian player lost the direct encounters against both of us. So even if JURAVLJOV wins and Saddle and myself, if we lose our matches, we'll still be ahead of the Russian player. So JURAVLJOV can't win the division. Theoretically, MARTS can win the division, but not everything in his hands. We'll need to count on a good result between Saddle and Dobre. So first step will be done today. If MARTS doesn't win for 3 points, then MARTS's chances of winning the division will be also over. Then only 2 players. Theoretically 3 players, because Dobre is in a similar situation, 1 point. So Dobre can win 3 matches, can finish with 10 points. So then yeah, theoretically speaking, 3 players in the hunt for the division win. Yeah, so quick reminder about the rules, guys. We play level 18 starts only, no line cap, SPS, controller and handcam are mandatory things for this event, and the matches are played in a best of 9 format. So the first to win 5 games wins the entire match, 3, 2, 1 or 0 points, depending if there's a decider or not. And as mentioned, top 3 of Division 1 advance to the top 16 of 2026 PALDAS Cup. Already 1 player qualified, it's Hannah from the United States of America. Tomorrow we have 2 Division 1 matches, so theoretically all 3 players can be known tomorrow. It will depend on the match results, and I will tell more details about it in tomorrow's stream. So, the player profiles. First, JURAVLJOV, comp PB of 558, MARTS, comp PB 488. Both players set their comp PBs in this particular event. ELO rating difference 200 points in favor of the Russian player, which means should be 76 to 24% favorite to win the match according to the ELO odds. As you can see, both players struggle with the early top outs. As you can see, their stats in losing scores. So this might be key if they can improve their survivability on 18 and can play longer games. This might be a key factor to win this match. Will it be the case? We are about to find out. At 19 UTC is on our clocks, and it's time to start the match. Marts already in the chat. Hello, Marts. And let me see if the players are live. It looks like there are, so good to see. I will bring them to our scene just in a few moments. And here they are. JURAVLJOV on the left and Marts on the right. As always, deal players, your decision if you wanna play the increment of the seed or a reroll. It's your decision. Feel free to let me know in the chat what you opt for. And while you're making the decision, I am going to give you the pieces for game number 1, which will be 8473 3B. 8473 3B is the seed. Marts is fine with the increment, and that's good. And what about JURAVLJOV? Okay, so we have an agreement. There will be an increment of the first 2 digits after each game. We start game number 1 with 8473 3B, and both players using the PAL hack. So hover 3s stating their readiness, and Marts with a classic cigarette before the match to reduce the stress level. So let's hope that helps our Canadian competitor. And we start game number 1 as the players are ready in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. 8473 3B. JURAVLJOV is in. Marts is in as well. The seats are correct. So we are officially in game number 1 of this Division 3 match. Yeah, Marts has a pretty busy weekend. Today a match against JURAVLJOV, and tomorrow a match against myself. And there will be a special guest in the commentary booth commentating the match. The person you haven't heard in the commentary here on this channel. So this will be a debut for our commentator. Who will it be? Come tomorrow and you will find out. 7,000 for JURAVLJOV, 30,000 for Marts, and JURAVLJOV is kind of high. Needs to reopen the well and gets the well open. Now gets a Tetris. 32. Sorry. Now with the Tetris 55,000. Marts with 34. And yeah, let's see how this all plays out for the players. This is game number 1 of this match, so no need to go too risky. The game, this is a match opener game, and yeah, let's see how the players are able to handle the pieces the game is giving. Oh, and Marts with some troubles right now. This is looking dangerous, and the mischief of a TPs, and MARTS stops out at 27 lines with 42, 180, 42, 180 is the top out scores for MARTS. So JURAVLJOV is good. JURAVLJOV takes game number 1 with 69, 160, 1-0 for the Russian player it is. Yeah, warm-up is done as usual. Classic MARTS. And the players are ready for game number 2. And the game starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, so as far as the whole tournament is concerned, the whole league with all divisions, with like 2 weeks to go, we are on pretty good pace. So most divisions already scheduled with most of their matches. So yeah, it should be good to finish the tournament as planned in November. And then we can focus in December on our final event of the year, the PDM, the regular PDM tournament. And then in the new year, we start with our Paldas Cup. Oh, but now JURAVLJOV with some troubles, 77,000. The board is kind of demanding, and JURAVLJOV can't get anything, and tops out at 79,000. So MARTS with this Tetris gets enough points to take this game, and we are tied. It's 1-1. So MARTS, you are safe. You've won the game. It's 1-1. You can top out whenever you want. You are safe. 136.040 is the score, which goes into the books. 1-1 between JURAVLJOV and MARTS. And the players are immediately ready for game number 3, and the game starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yes, A6, MARTS, A6. 673, 3B. Let me refresh MARTS. It's kind of behind compared to JURAVLJOV. Now should be good, or maybe better. Oh, and MARTS now needs a long bar. Where is the long bar for MARTS? Finally, the long bar appears. This helps. And bringing the board down. MARTS is still... Oh no! I didn't find the proper word, and MARTS topped out 31,540 points, and JURAVLJOV is good. 58,900 is more than enough to take the game. And it's 2-1. And the players are ready for game number 4. The game starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. B7733B. Yeah, the seats are correct. And yeah, we are in game number 4. So 2-2, theoretically speaking, possible. But will it be the case? 74 for JURAVLJOV, 38 for MARTS. These are the scores here in game number 4 so far. $128 for JURAVLJOV, 73 for MARTS. Okay, MARTS shaking his head, but still has the board under control, so it's not that bad. Of course, MARTS is behind in pace. But you know, you can only score points if you are alive. You top out. No more points possible, right? So maybe it's better to scheme few lines here and there and then try later to catch up the score if possible. But as far as we follow the game, JURAVLJOV is having a pretty efficient one. 268 for JURAVLJOV, 152 for MARTS. And MARTS still looking for a way to get a Tetris. This wasn't a Tetris, but MARTS is probably now will be building one of the ground. And is Tetris ready right now? And gets a long bar for a Tetris. 185 for MARTS, 316 for JURAVLJOV. And let's see how it all goes. Oh, and MARTS board is climbing, but gets a long bar in time. So this was a saving piece. So MARTS still has a chance. Now JURAVLJOV kind of high as well, but with open 12 can get a Tetris. MARTS now needs to find a way how to get out of this situation, but slowly but surely getting some pieces to do so. So 378 for JURAVLJOV and 221 for MARTS. These are the scores as for now. JURAVLJOV with a very weird J misdrop went for the Wits and now is risking all the board, and this will be a top out. So MARTS, theoretically speaking, have a chase down. 380 is your target. 380 is your target, but you will need to go probably all Tetrises, and I'm not sure if this will be enough. Oh no, and MARTS can do the chase down. MARTS stops out at 251, 180, so JURAVLJOV takes another game and leads 3-1. Okay, so 4 games in, no 2-2, it's 3-1 for JURAVLJOV, and the players are ready. The game starts in a 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, good thing that game number 4 was the longest game of the match so far. Both players with at least 100 lines. 48 for MARTS, 11,000 for JURAVLJOV. And JURAVLJOV once again with some risky play. And will it backfire? It looks like it might be impossible to survive. And JURAVLJOV tops out at 20 lines with a score of 20,140 points, which means MARTS is good. MARTS takes the game. And it's 3-2. So MARTS, you're still in this match. 80,940 is the score for the Canadian players. Player. Sorry, there's one person playing from Canada. Happy I can top out there. Yeah, tough situation already. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes, you know, the situation on the board of your opponent plays the biggest role, and in this case, you are already safe. Yeah, so 5 games in, 3-2 between JURAVLJOV and MARTS, and let's start game number 6 in a 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, so the risky play, which was a strength for JURAVLJOV in the match against Świdr, this time is not paying out. I said it yeah, in the previous stream that this risky play sooner or later will be punished. It wasn't the case in the match against Świdr. Then it worked perfectly, but as you can see, the game sooner or later finds a way how to punish that too risky play. And will we see any adjustments from JURAVLJOV? Let's find out. 96 for the Russian player, 58 for our Canadian competitor. 20-25 lines in, so still early days of this game number 6. For MARTS, 146 for JURAVLJOV. Okay, MARTS needs to bring the board down, can't risk too much. We have 223 now, 245 for JURAVLJOV, 106 for MARTS. So this time the Russian player plays a very efficient game and is able to build a lead over MARTS. $292 for JURAVLJOV, 118 for MARTS. MARTS still looking to get some Tetrises, but instead decided to burn the board down completely. Maybe was not sure about this setup, but now finally MARTS find a way to get a Tetris. 149 for MARTS and 325 already for JURAVLJOV, who is not stopping down, who is not slowing down, is trying to play as efficiently as possible. Oh, but now JURAVLJOV creating a long bar dependency, but got a long bar immediately. Now get some schemes and comes back to safety with the board. Oh, and now MARTS in a difficult situation, and this board is climbing and climbing, and MARTS can't do anything more. MARTS tops out with 175,560, which means JURAVLJOV is good. JURAVLJOV takes the game and leads 4-2, which means MARTS is no longer chances of winning the divisions. MARTS needed to win this match for 3 points. And this means that MARTS is like out of this race for the division win. And hey guys, what am I doing? I know what I am doing wrong. Sorry, guys, I will start your countdown just in a second because something went wrong in my match protocols. Okay, now it's all set, so sorry for that. The players are ready. Game number 7 between MARTS and JURAVLJOV starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, so JURAVLJOV won't go home empty-handed, has a chance to finish the season with an even 3-pointer. Still all possible. As mentioned, MARTS no longer in the hunt for the division win, as JURAVLJOV won 4 games. Yeah, but MARTS still can fight. The situation in this match is maybe tough, but it's not over yet. And JURAVLJOV. Oh, this looked dangerous, but got the long bar over the other long bar. It is still in this game. 117 for JURAVLJOV, 55 for MARTS. And hello, ZOHASSADAR. Welcome in the chat. Yeah, today not only as a spectator, today as ZOHASSADAR comes back as a player. And we'll have a pretty tough opponent, ELIAS. So I hope you are good prepared, ZOHASSADAR. You'll need some luck against the Ecuadorian player. 152 for, 174 for JURAVLJOV, and MARTS with this Tetris 132. So this is about 2 Tetrises lead for the Russian player. To 24, ZOHASSADAR. Today is one of those I'm here to have fun days. Okay, that's also good. Yeah, I tried to play some Tetris today and I like struggled with getting 200,000 points as scores. So this break, this kind of like vacation, didn't do well for me. And as I wanted to turn off the console, I said, okay, one more game. And the last game before the stream finished with a 591 score, or 590, can't remember exactly. Yeah, I was 580. I was 588. I was set up for the last Tetris on an 18, but the long bar didn't show up, and yeah, I wasn't like thinking about going for some level 19 game. I would probably have gotten those remaining 1000 points, but yeah, I decided to go for the Tetris. Meanwhile, 331 for JURAVLJOV, 223 for MARTS, so 100 over 100,000 points is the difference right now. 276 for Zhuravlyov, 225 for MARTS. My overall PB is 652, something like that. Something about something over 650. Can't remember the exact score. $410 for Zhuravlyov, 343 for MARTS. And Zhuravlyov in a pretty tough situation. And Zhuravlyov reopens the well, gets a longboard for it. At risk 439, MARTS 389. So MARTS is trying to be as efficient as possible before transition, but decided to go for this triple. And Zhuravlyov in a pretty difficult situation. So MARTS, you have a chase down 441. You need those two tetrises. You can't scheme anything more. Oh, and this might be it. Let's see what will be the final score for MARTS. But over 400k to finish the match is still a good result. And MARTS can do anything more. MARTS stops out at 404, 700. Still a valiant effort by MARTS. But Zhuravlyov is the one who takes the game and a match 5-2. So congratulations, Zhuravlyov, for winning the match and finishing your season with a win. Well done. Yeah, commiseration, MARTS. But at least your last game was a very nice one, over 400k. Yeah, I hope I hope you can come back stronger tomorrow and challenge me. To challenge me in our match tomorrow. MARTS, this channel is open for everyone who likes to play Paldas, who is able to stream with the requirements and so on. So yeah, Zhuravlyov, the match winner, and here are their match stats after 7 games, 441 and 404. Those are the scores achieved in the last game of the day, and as you can see, yeah, the Russian player gets the 3 points for the win. And let me report the match for the standings. Yeah, but you need to finish. You needed to finish your season as Zhuravlyov, and then from the next tournament we can do the name change. I'm not doing it because I have like all things connected with my sheets and so on, and I'm not doing those kind of changes in the middle of the season, so to speak. Okay, so we are here with the standings, and as you can see, we have currently 3 players with 9 points each. Myself, Saddle, and Zhuravlyov. These are the players with 9 points. So the next criterion is that are the direct encounters. I won for 3 points against Saddle and for 2 points against Zhuravlyov. So my direct encounter score is 5. Saddle won for 3 points against Zhuravlyov and lost for 0 against myself. And Zhuravlyov lost both matches, the one in the decider against myself. So this is the situation in the division as for now. Yeah, the other players still have to play their matches, and the next match of Division 3 will be played tomorrow. This will be the match between MARTS and myself. Yeah, so this will be it, and today we still have one more match to play. It should start in about half an hour. The match between ELIAS and ZOHASSADAR. But if the players are able to start earlier, we could do it. So I asked them kindly. If not, we'll have to go for about yeah, I don't know, 20-25 minutes of break. Yeah, I can't see Elias live on Discord. So yeah, we'll try to figure it out. We are going for a break anyway, and we will see how long this break will take. Yeah, in the worst case scenario, we'll be back for the scheduled time. If the players can do earlier, then we'll start earlier. If not, the match starts at 20 UTC. I'll keep you updated when I know more. So, see you on the other side of the break. Okay, guys, so we are back after the break, and yeah, the match between ELIAS and ZOHASSADAR will start very soon. The players agreed to start earlier, so let me present the players. ELIAS comp PB of 714,000, so very good score for the Ecuadorian player. Current elo 1753. ELIAS is in the top 10 of the world in the ELO ratings, world number 9 as for now, but there are some close situations, so to speak, between the players. ELIAS is like only 10 points behind world number 7, has 4 points advantage over world number 10, so yeah, pretty interesting situation. ZOHASSADAR on the other hand, comp PB 539, ELO's 1497. So according to the ELO odds, the Ecuadorian player is about 4-1 favorite to win this match, 81 to 19% to be exact in terms of the percentages. As you can see, 714, this is the highest score achieved for ELIAS in this tournament, and ZOHASSADAR highest score of the tournament, 509 so far, but ZOHASSADAR played only one match in the division and 2 preliminary matches. ELIAS 2 matches away from finishing the season. ELIAS the toughest matches he had were actually the preliminary matches, 5-4 a win against Pyrek and 4-5 loss against Robin. Apart from that, yeah, pretty dominating performance, 5-0 against Hepta, 5-1 versus Miho, and yeah, pretty tough match actually against Tony, 5-3, but still a win for 3 points. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So ZOHASSADAR had a pretty close match against Miho. It was a 4-5 loss, so 1 point for the standings. And we'll see how this all develops. The match between the players start very soon, as the players will go live. And yeah, we will then play this best of 9 match. So let me remind you about the rules maybe of this event. SPS controller and handcam mandatory, level 18 starts only, and the best of 9 all the way. So the first to win 9 games wins the entire match, and depending on the match results, 3-1 or 0 points for the standings. And yeah, the situation in the division, maybe I will show it for a second. ELIAS currently with 3 matches and 9 points. If ELIAS can win this match for 3 points, we'll have 12 points. 1 match to go, but what will be the most important? ELIAS will be 3 points ahead of Hepta, and even if Hepta can win the last match, the direct encounter is in favor of the Ecuadorian player. So technically speaking, if ELIAS wins today for 3 points, is guaranteed a division win. Yeah, ZOHASSADAR currently 5th in the division, ahead of Yanni, and only 1 point behind Miho, 2 points behind Tony, and yeah, 8 points behind Hepta, with 3 matches left. So theoretically speaking, ZOHASSADAR can still play for the top 3 place, and 4 matches, 12 points. Yes, so and a match and a direct encounter both against ELIAS and Hepta. So ZOHASSADAR also has ZOHASSADAR still chances to win the division and doesn't need to count on the result of the other matches. ZOHASSADAR simply needs to win all his matches and he can win the division. And ZOHASSADAR says, I think I stumbled into the wrong division. You know, you won your preliminary match against Dobry. You sent Dobry to Division 3, and yeah, you are in Division 2. You won your match, preliminary match, so you looks like you're a deserving player to play in Division 2. So yeah, we'll see how it all goes, and let me switch to the players, and let's start our match. And here are the players. ELIAS, who did well in the wrong version tournament recently, finished in the top 4 of the Mega Dusters event. So our Ecuadorian player knows how to play in both versions, and is quite successful in both of them. Yeah, ELIAS, congrats for the top 4 finish in the Mega Dusters event. But I'm happy to see you back in the correct version. Yeah, dear players, your decision if you wanna play for the with the increment or with a reroll. Please let me know in the chat, and as you are making the decision, I'm giving you the seed for game number 1, which will be 21-7E60, 21-7E60. ZOHASSADAR is fine with the increment, okay? And ELIAS as well, so both players good with the increment. You have the seat in the chat, and as soon as you will be ready, we can start your match. And good luck, have fun from ELIAS, which is nice thing to see before the match starts. Good luck, have fun from ZOHASSADAR. Both players playing on the ROM prepared by ZOHASSADAR. ZOHASSADAR is a very talented, I want to say player, but player not programmer. It's a good word, I don't know. Yeah, thanks to ZOHASSADAR, the players with the NTC console can play with SPS PAL version. And hello, Lady Vader 14. Welcome in the chat. The players are ready. So game number 1 between ELIAS and ZOHASSADAR starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, of course, Fractal came up with this idea to do so, but you were able to add the SPS, and this makes it even more fun. So we have 21-7E60. Yeah, the seats are correct, so we're officially in game number 1 of this match between ZOHASSADAR and ELIAS. When ZOHASSADAR hits the spin, which is a nice thing to see. Yeah, and ELIAS recently enjoying the correct version of Tetris, getting some good scores and good PBs, improving 19 skill. Yeah, I think I'm not jinxing anything by saying that 6 nines on the board from this player is only a matter of time. So 58 for ELIAS, 95 for ZOHASSADAR. ZOHASSADAR currently in the lead in this game, but it's a little bit more challenging board to deal with. But performs some good schemes and is able to bring the board down. 107 for both players at the moment. ELIAS is clean as well, and ELIAS is Tetris ready for ZOHASSADAR as well. So both players waiting for the long bar. Oh, ZOHASSADAR misdrops the tip is a little. Oh, and the other misdrops, and this will be it. And this escalated so quickly. Started with a 1 misdrop, and then yeah, nothing ZOHASSADAR could do. 108 is the top out score. ELIAS is good and leads 1-0. 50 lines and 162 260 is the score which goes into the books. And the players are ready for game number 2, which starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris, and the warm-up is done, as ZOHASSADAR says. So we have the same seats, which is good. And guys, I would like to remind you that this tournament has a Majorino prize pool. We're currently at $140. If you want to make this prize pool bigger, feel free to click on the link in the chat and donate the amount of US dollars you find appropriate. And of course, guys, if this tournament is not enough for you, there will be also our regular PDM tournament in December, the final tournament of the year before the Paldas Cup starts in January. The last chance to get some points if you are not qualified yet. Yes, the last chances to improve your ELO ratings, because the ELO rating spots are also getting some qualifying spots. So yeah, you can come register, and if you haven't played before, it's a good way to start as well, and gain some valuable experience against players like ZOHASSADAR, who already registered for the event. Maybe for ELIAS, if the Ecuadorian player decides to play, would be cool. Would be cool if he registered. Then of course all the best players who are playing in Division 1, Super Division, Division 2 and the other divisions, will be then playing in the same tournament. So this might be a good challenge for ZOHASSADAR, sorry, for ELIAS. I'll come back to that just in a second, as I give the players score updates. 234 for ELIAS, 198 for ZOHASSADAR. ZOHASSADAR is going for some left well business. And close the well, has a center well now, but not a Tetris well. And ZOHASSADAR 207 to 84, ELIAS. And as mentioned, ELIAS plays in Division 2. Had a pretty tough draw in the preliminaries. Had to play against Robin, who is on fire. The only undefeated player in the 2025 in the year 2025. So pretty tough draw for ELIAS, but ELIAS shows in the other matches that belongs to the best of the best. And hello Nitzrek, welcome in the chat, and have a nice fun. Have a nice fun. Yeah, have a nice time in Copenhagen. Yeah, you know, guys, the correct version but wrong playstyle event is taking place in Copenhagen alongside with the Game Boy tournament. So yeah, if you wanna check out the action tomorrow and on Sunday, there will be the action which crowns the new European champion. 423 meanwhile for ELIAS, 275 for ZOHASSADAR. And followed a little bit of a qualification today. I know that Sidnev got like an average of 3 scores, almost a max out, 990 something, 800 something, 884 probably, and 880 for Sunny and Dujika. We're pretty close now with the scores for the top 3 seats. Yeah, so we'll see how it all transforms in the matches. Kind of weird for me if I'm hosting those uncapped matches to watch the level 29 cap, and of course with the wrong play style. But yeah, it's good that the PAL version is alive, even with the wrong version, with the wrong play style, and with the line cap. 544 for ELIAS, 302 for ZOHASSADAR, and we are approaching the transition pretty soon. Sorry guys for not giving you score updates that often in this game. We'll do better next time. And Elias, almost 600k transition. So no matter what happens, let's see how far Elias can go. 595 transition score for the Ecuadorian player. And 603 and the level 19 starts for Elias. The ZOHASSADAR can't do anything more. ZOHASSADAR tops out at 130 lines with 317, 780. And let's see how far Elias can go. Okay, Elias was able to open the left side of the board. Of course, Elias secures the game. It's 2-0, but it's not the matter of the game win now. It's the matter of how far Elias can go in this game. Okay, now it's kind of getting complicated, but Elias is able to find some nice solutions. Okay. Okay, this looks promising. Oh, but no! No, I want to say it looks promising, but Elias can't do anything more and tops out at 640 to 120, but still a valiant effort. GG's. Yeah, rough misdrop, and in this version, one misdrop is sometimes more than enough. But yeah, still some games to go today, and maybe you can have a longer 19 run. Let's find out. 2-0 for Elias after 2 games. The players are ready for game number 3, and the game starts in a 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We have 23 for Elias, 24 for ZOHASSADAR, so pretty similar starts for both players. Oh, and Elias tops out! I totally missed it. Elias tops out at 50,000 points. So, the early top out, unexpected early top out bar Elias. This doesn't happen too often in this event. And ZOHASSADAR, you are good. It's 2-1. 28 lines, 85, 120. Yeah, early top outs happen to everyone, guys. Happen to everyone. And it's kind of a curse for Elias, and because I kind of now remember, as soon as Elias gets a great score on the board, the next game is an early top out, and Elias can't break this curse so far. So let's see how that how it all develops. It's 2-1. Sorry, Elias, for laughing. I know it's early top out. It's not a good thing to happen, but I kind of like remembered that it happened for you before. Yeah, so the players are ready for game number 4, which starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, as ZOHASSADAR say, isn't that a Tetris tradition? Yes, it is. You get a great game, and the next one, as Michu would say, is a potato one. So 45,600 for both players. Both players started with 2 perfect Tetrises. Oh, and a little bit of misdecision for ZOHASSADAR, and this leads to like 3 weird misdrops. As you can see, can't be indecisive because the game wants to kind of, you know, punish you every time for any, you know, lack of decision, so to speak. 94 for Elias, 898 for ZOHASSADAR, but now Elias needs to reopen the well and gets the well open and gets a long bar for a Tetris. 121 for Elias, 101 for ZOHASSADAR. For Elias, 129 for ZOHASSADAR. Elias now needs to find some schemes because the long bar is not appearing, but gets the schemes, lowers the board, gets a long bar for the Tetris. We have now 179 for Elias, 139 for ZOHASSADAR. Oh, and the misdrop of the Z. Okay, now ZOHASSADAR would like to see a long bar, but it gets the long bar when the board is closed, the well is closed, and this will lead to a top out, unfortunately, for ZOHASSADAR with 186, 960, 186, 960 is the score. And Elias is good. Elias leads 3-1. 73 lines to 78, 160. Three, 2-1 after 4 games it is, guys. Elias with a pretty comfortable situation right now. But let's see if ZOHASSADAR can bounce back. Oh, and there is a dog. Dog playing Tetris or not playing Tetris, ZOHASSADAR? Or is it only dog watching Tetris? Maybe it's this the famous Twitch user, dog watching Tetris, right? Okay, so the players are ready. Game number 5 of this match starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. 657E60. Yeah, we're good in game number 5. Elias with 2 games advantage. And let's see what happens in game number 5. $49 for Elias, 30,000 for ZOHASSADAR. And there was one thing I didn't answer. I saw ZOHASSADAR wrote in the chat before. I will say a few words about it in a second. As first, score updates: 166 for ELIAS, 128 for ZOHASSADAR. Yeah, ZOHASSADAR was saying something that he's like a few thousand points away from a 600k, and I had actually some problems with my like game development because I got my first 600k in pulp relatively quickly. It was like the score was better than my skill level at the time, and then I fall into like some weird period of time of playing this game. I couldn't repeat the 600k for over a year, and I was like getting frustrated, couldn't perform well both in training games and in comp and so on. And yeah, it was kind of a curse that I got the 600k that quickly. And the problem was also that I was kind of pissed off because I was streaming and recording the game, but unfortunately during this game my capture card didn't work perfectly, and I have no video. I didn't have a video footage of this game, even if it was streaming and recorded. But you know, when your capture card is dead and you realize it after the game, yeah, that's it. And I was kind of pissed off that I have a 600k but with no recording of it, and then I struggled to get a 600k for over a year and so on. But yeah, I hope ZOHASSADAR can get your 600k soon. 420 meanwhile for ELIAS, 324 for ZOHASSADAR. So ELIAS once again pacing strongly on 18. This is 100,000 points advantage over ZOHASSADAR, and we still have around 30 nights to go before transition to level 19. So this might be another good game by ELIAS. Oh, but ELIAS builds a finished tower of S pieces in the middle of the board. And this might be troublesome. This might be a pretty tough situation to deal, but get some great pieces, and a long bar now will be the perfect piece, and gets the long bar. 497 for ELIAS at 107, 398 for ZOHASSADAR. So we are still at this around 100,000 points difference. And ELIAS regains control over the board. Is Tetris ready? This can be another 600k transition for the Ecuadorian player. And let's see, what score can it be for ZOHASSADAR? This is already the best game for our American player. And we have 613 for ELIAS already. One more line to go before transition. So if ELIAS can get this remaining Tetris, this can be around 640 transition. But will the game allow? Will the game allow? And ELIAS decides not to wait that long and needs to burn some lines, and this is looking dangerous and can't do anything more. The board was too high and no long bar. 618, 920 the score for ELIAS, and the top out score for ZOHASSADAR is 426, 020, which means ELIAS takes the game and leads. ELIAS leads 4-1 and is guaranteed at least 1 point for the standings. This is why I always burn to transition the one time I don't. Yeah, if you don't burn into transition, your board is getting higher and higher and no long bars, and yeah. This is something what happened to me when I missed this 600k game in my training. I finished like with 590 or something. There was also like stack was getting higher and higher, no long bar, and this is how the game ended. And hello Serenity, welcome in the chat. I also think that this ELIAS person has a future career in Tetris. in both versions, I think. Seems like a top 4, you know, potential for a DAS Masters or DAS Mega Masters even. And yeah, top 10 in PAL. I think maybe even more in the future. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, the players are ready for game number 6, and the game starts in a 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, so Elias with 2600k in this match so far, 642, 618. Pretty good performance by our Ecuadorian competitor. Yeah, Serenity, if Elias decides to play in the PDM December, there might be a chance that you can play against each other. But yeah, I checked registered players, so Elias didn't make the decision yet. So yeah, we still have 2 weeks to go to make the decision. But really would be cool to have Elias in this tournament, because then all players from, you know, playing in Super Division, Division 1, Division 2, you know, they end up in the same bracket of the PDM tournament. And this could be also a good warm-up before the upcoming PAL-DAS Cup in January, the preliminaries, if there will be of course necessary, and then in February with the main bracket. 118 for Elias, 82 for ZOHASSADAR. And by the way, Serenity, I remember, as you said, I am ready to be destroyed by Merke, and we all remember how it happened, so maybe you should be careful with the words you use, or you use it on purpose to you know, to go the matches your way. I don't know, but if it's the case, it works against Merke pretty well. It's a strategy. Okay, that's a good one. 215 for now 237 for Elias. ZOHASSADAR meanwhile with 178. For Elias after 70 lines, 231 for ZOHASSADAR for 69, and ZOHASSADAR is now improving to 256, 334 for Elias, but Elias has a pretty tough board on the left. Yeah, I wanted to ask Serenity, how is like your health situation looking right now? I know you were ill. Do you have like any progress? Do you feel better? Do you feel like you're kind of, I don't know, don't want to go into too much details because I like respect your privacy as well. But yeah, do you feel better? If you can tell, would be cool to hear the answer. Yes. 433 meanwhile for Elias, 313 for ZOHASSADAR. No, you feel this, and that's good. Step in the right direction, and I hope you can yeah, improve your health even more. And Tetris-wise, how is like your progress looking like, Serenity? Recently, have you played some Tetris, or due to illness took a break? We still have one match to go in this Super Division against Rurchak. As we know, Rorschach is in Copenhagen right now, so I will ask you next week, as my compatriot is back, when to play your match. So no need to, you know, force things or something. Oh, Elias, a little bit high, sets up a T-spin and gets a T and hits the T-spin. No Tugi spin for Elias, so Elias still can survive this board. 536 million, 433 for ZOHASSADAR. ZOHASSADAR with a Tetris setup, 456, and one more Tetris, 480, and this is a transition score. And Elias' board is pretty high. Elias will be topping out at 132 lines with 541, 260. And ZOHASSADAR tops out with 483, 560. Unfortunately, this score is not enough for ZOHASSADAR to take the game. And Elias wins the game and the match 5-1. And Elias is your match winner. Congratulations, Elias! Another win, and this win means that you are guaranteed to win Division 2. Well done, Elias. You still have one match to go, the match against Yanni. We know that there is a complicated situation. And yeah, Elias, if you have time, please read in the server, in the Discord, what Yanni wrote. And yeah, I'm thinking how to deal with this situation. It's kind of uncomfortable for me also as well to be like on a standby. But I think I will try to find a solution, and I hope, of course, Yanni can get a solution on his end. So, this is Elias, this is your match winner, and here are your match stats, guys. Thanks for the thanks, ZOHASSADAR. Always nice to have you here in our paldastetris world. I'm always happy to host, like, you know, American players who like come from the land of the wrong version and playing the correct one. It's always nice to have. Of course, you had a very tough opponent today. Elias is simply very strong, but I hope it was a good experience for you. 483 in the last game of this match. I think it's a decent tournament score. So yeah, so you still have to play Yanni, Hepta, and Tony. So more like human opponents. So and yeah, maybe you can win some points. Let's find out what happens. Yeah, as mentioned, Elias getting the 3 points is now guaranteed to win the division. Oh, the direct encounter is not necessary here in this case. Yeah, so we have a guaranteed winner in Division 2. So Elias, congratulations for that. You can still finish the division with a perfect score of 15 points, but in order to do so, you need to win against Yanni. But in order to win against Yanni, the match needs to happen. And I think this is the biggest question mark. If we can make this match happen before the deadline, I hope we can find some solutions. Yeah, ZOHASSADAR still with 1 point on his account, but yeah, still has 3 matches to go, and all the matches for ZOHASSADAR, apart from the match with Yanni, are scheduled. So the next time we'll see ZOHASSADAR is Tuesday against Hepta at 17 UTC, and Friday against Tony at 18 UTC. But I have an idea, and ZOHASSADAR, if you are still in the chat, please let me know, because I could go for this thing that we have one match on Sunday at 18 UTC Super Division, Merke versus Les. I'll be streaming anyway this day, and there is like no risk if the match against Yanni doesn't happen. So would you like to go for a 19 UTC? I could propose the match Of course, if the technical issues will be too big, then of course the match won't happen. But would you will to, like, risk this scheduling with, like, getting information from Yanni 2 hours before the match that he's not able to play? Yeah, 19 UTC, I would propose it after the stream ends officially in the channel, with, of course, with the note that yeah, if Yanni's technical issues won't be too big, the match simply won't happen. Yeah, I can't guarantee it. You saw the message in the server. I want to go into more details here in the stream. But if you're good with that, yeah, I don't wanna schedule Yanni's matches on the days where there are no other matches. So yeah, I don't want to be on a standby and find out before 2 hours before the match that it doesn't happen. So I'll try to add those Yanni matches on the days when we have other streams. Okay, so thank you for that, ZOHASSADAR. This is a good starting point. We'll see if it will be possible or not. Yeah, and quick look at the ELO standings, guys, because Elias, after winning this match, I really wanna play Yanni so I can kick his old ass. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it, Serenity. I think the main issue for Yanni is like to buy a reliable stuff, a good camera that will work every time. I think this is the main problem, because those capture card issues and SPS, those issues are kind of solved. Now the handcam is the most problematic thing for this event. So if you can anything influence Yanni, I would be very grateful. Serenity, keep my finger crossed if you can influence. Yeah. Yeah, but we need to, we need to finally break this curse. We need to finally break this curse, get rid of it, and forget about it. I still believe it's possible. I still believe it's possible. I don't lose my hope. I don't lose my hope. Okay, so as you can see, Elias gained 8 ELO points for this win today against ZOHASSADAR. He's currently at 1761, only 1 point behind Hana, only 2 points behind Shuichi, 15 points behind Sam, 22 points behind Cobra, 23 points behind AV Geek, 14 points ahead of Les. So as you can see, the top 10 players, they're not separated by much, and of course due to like some previous results of the previous tournament, the Super Division was kind of predetermined. Division 1 and 2 were like determined by the preliminary rounds, and we had more good players than spots in Division 1. Therefore, yeah, one of the players, actually Yanni is also a potential Division 1 player. Some players couldn't play in Division 1, and yeah, you can see it in the ratings as well, that it would be cool to have all the best players playing in the same tournament. If not December, it's not the most important one, but would be cool to have them as a warm-up before the actual PAL-DAS Cup. So yeah, I hope the best players will fight against each other to determine the best PAL-DAS Tetris player in this online environment. So guys, we are done with Tetris action for today. We will be back tomorrow, and tomorrow we will have 2 streams. The first stream at 18:13 UTC, my match against MARTS. If I win the match for 3 points, I will get my win in Division 3. And then at 20 UTC, we'll have the stream of Division 1 matches, 2 matches, Robin versus James and Cobra versus Hannah. And tomorrow, if some, let me show you the standings once again. Tomorrow, if some results will align with each other, and what results will there be, I will tell more tomorrow in the stream. we can have all 3 players decided who qualify. Hannah is already guaranteed, but 2 more players, and it's not hard to imagine that we speak about Robin and Cobra could dare the qualifying spots tomorrow as well. I will tell more about what's necessary to happen it tomorrow. Yeah, and to can speak properly. Yes, come to the stream and I'll tell you. And thanks for the nice words, Serenity. I'm doing it because simply like, maybe laugh is too much to say, but I really like this this version and this playstyle of Tetris. It makes it kind of special, and I'm really happy that there are players from, you know, like different levels, different skill levels who want to participate. Everyone can find something for themselves. Of course, maybe the the players with a lower skill level, maybe they kind of suffer a little bit more on level 18. But I know from my own experience that if you want to really get an improvement, you have to start sooner or later with level 18. There is no other way. So yeah, maybe I'm kind of pushing some players too much, but I know that in the long run it will help a lot. And yeah, we kind of remember when MARTS, for example, started with Paldas. That wasn't that easy, but now MARTS regularly can get 400k scores. Level 18 starts, almost 500k comp PB, so those things are also happening. Yeah, and thanks ZOHASSADAR for +1. We'll see what happens later. We'll be back then tomorrow. 3 matches, 3 matches tomorrow, 1 Division 3 and 2 Division 1 matches. So a lot of excitement ahead of us, because yeah, some decisions will be made, and we might have this Division 1, you know, the top 3 players decided. Of course, the rest of the matches will then decide who will be first, second and third. But yeah, this is all about to happen tomorrow, and I will tell you more details. Okay, so time to go and find someone to raid. I also need to go and train more, because I have to play my match tomorrow. Okay, and I see Matwis is restreaming a TNP show, so let's find out what's going on there. And yeah, guys, we'll be back tomorrow. 3 matches, 2 streams, Division 3 separate stream with a special guest in the commentary booth, and then I will host the 2 matches of Division 1 between Robin and James, and Cobra versus Hannah. So have a nice rest of your Friday, and we'll be back tomorrow for more Tetris action. Bye bye for now.